Yes, indeed, it's a beautiful Monday. Yes, today is actually public holiday, so you definitely be at home. If that leaves this world, yes, coming every day to bring you up to speed with what's happening across all the spheres of life. Good morning, Abuja. Welcome to the program Sports Circle with Expendables on 99.1 in Nigerian Police Radio. Yes, I'm indeed a happy man this morning. Yes, because of the performance of the three MPFA clubs yesterday in the Continental. I must tell you that it was a good one. As Plateau United, yes, got the better of over Experience Tunisia and also over there in Kwara State. Give it to Kwara United. They were better. Yes, 2 goes to 1 it ended. Yes, 3 goes to 1 rather. Yes, against RC Bekin. And not forgetting Morocco actually came. Yes, so I put it to Nigeria. They saw but they couldn't conquer. 2 goes to 1 it ended. Yes, we want to say clap for Nigerian clubs yesterday, but yes, we must be wary. My name is Collins Ajibola. They call me the Radio Senator. And I have my gang members here in the studio. Yes, we are ready to talk sports. Not forgetting also what happened in the Premiership yesterday. Yes, if you think Arsenal is playing, you have to have a rethink now because the statements are coming clear and fast. And give it to one man talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, 700 club. Yes, club career goals. Olufemi Atoyebi is here. Atoyebi, good morning. And welcome to the program.
Good morning, Senator. Good morning, Abuja. It's a wonderful Monday morning and a very long and sporting weekend. Let's talk sports this morning.
Let's talk sports. Ferdinand, that is not you, is here. Ferdinand, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, Senator. Good morning, the loving people of Abuja. It was a long weekend, like Achebi said, a weekend that is full of sporting activities. Wherever you turn, something beautiful is happening. Of course, I welcome. Let's digest them this morning.
Let's digest them this morning. Ali Doma one of Lafia is here. Doma, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Senator, and good morning, listener. Let's talk sports.
Let's talk sports. Yes, Christian Order is also here. Christian, behind the scenes this morning, but he has to come to the mic. Christian, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, Abuja. Good morning, guys. Let's talk sports.
Let's talk sports, guys. Yes, Injame. That's what Awilo is saying this morning. Because all the North African team came to Nigeria and we gave them Injame to take away to their countries. Yes, it went down yesterday. Yeah, let's start from football this morning because we also talk about cricket that went down on Saturday. Yes, we saw we couldn't become champion. But I must tell you that the boys actually gave their all. Yes, let's start with football this morning. Yesterday it happened here at the MK Abiola Stadium when Plateau United took on Experience of Tunisia. Yes, that's Syria winner. In fact, they are the defending champion of the CAF Champions League. They defeated Al Ahly last season that led to the end of Bisso Mesemane, yes, leaving Al Ahly. But I can tell you that Bisso is one man in Arab now, eating oil money, oil. Not O-I-L, it's O-Y-E-L. So you know O-I-L is different from O-Y-E-L. Bisso Mesemane is eating oil money. Yes, Plateau United, yes, yesterday, guys, at the MQ Abela Stadium against Esperance. Esperance actually drew the first blood. Plateau came from behind and sealed the match 2 goals to 1. Good one you want to say, and also Kwara United taking on RC Bekin, who are the defending champion of the Confederations Cup. And also we actually played champions of the 2 major competitions, Esperance, the champions of CAF Champions League, and also RC Bekin, the champions of Confederations Cup. But give it to Nigerian team yesterday. We all did it, but we definitely must be wary ahead of the second leg encounter that will make us to secure the group stage of the various competitions.
Yeah, really, it's a good one for Nigerian teams. Even though if you look at all the 3 games, the visitors drew first blood against Kwara United. They went 1 goal down, just like Plateau United and Rivers as well. The visitors drew first blood, but you could see the resilience in the faces of the Nigerian team. Talking about the Nigerian representatives, especially here in the FCT, Plateau United, they were able to come up to the party and were able to get the equalizer in the 35th minute through Ifeanyi Emmanuel, which is a good one for us. But again, just like you also identified, that going out there against these North African teams, it has always been difficult for our own Nigerian teams, especially recently. But I believe with this lead, if they put their house in order, they do the necessary things, we will be able to go there. Especially, I'm referring to Plateau United now. They have the depth in the squad. They have a very experienced
No
squad
doubt.
after fortifying the team because of the continental engagement. Again, I don't expect Electrical to go out there and want to defend by the time he goes out, because if you're going out there to these North African countries and want to defend, it's going to be a catastrophe. It's going to be suicidal as far as I'm concerned, going to the fact that, you know, Esperance are the defending champions of the CAF Champions League. So they will definitely want to pose a threat, especially playing in their own backyard. Their fans will want to intimidate you. That is what the North Africans are accustomed to. That is what they are known for.
True.
They always have the support of their fans. In fact, right from the airport, you start feeling some kind of heat. The intimidation will start from when you drop from your plane. That is when they will tell you that you are here to lose. They will try to demoralize you, to bring your morale down. Well, these guys are professionals. I hope they should be able to do their homework well, for them not to be intimidated by whatever they will be faced with by the time they get out there to Morocco for the return leg. I wish Plateau United all the best, and also other Nigerian teams all the best.
I remember when Eyimba won the CAF Champions League. There was a semi-final they played against Saint Esperance here in Nigeria. They didn't get a favorable result. Going away, I was already, thinking towards, their exit. That was in the semi-final, and then they had a 2-1 lead, and they went there. They saw and they were able to conquer. So that is the spirit that all of these representatives should be also having. That these teams are surmountable. It's the same 11 men that will be playing away. It's the same grass that they will also be playing on. So there should be no room for panicking, and then all they should just do is to concentrate and then play the beautiful game of football, and at the end luck might smile on them. I think among these teams we should have a representative in terms of group stage come next year, especially from the CAF Champions League. One of these two teams will definitely scale through. And then for Kwara United, they did the job as it should be done. They have a 2-goal advantage in any competition. To obtain a 2-goal advantage is always going to be a difficult one, for the team, for the defending champion. I was telling Doma off the air this morning that what did we do to CAF? That they have to, among all the teams here, they have to pay us.
As I know that the champions,
they are the champions.
CAF Champions League,
we have the CAF champion and the Confederation Cup champs here in Nigeria against the Nigerian teams. I don't know how they turn the ball. Maybe the person that was picking the ball, or in Africa they don't pick the ball at all. They just look at you and say, okay, you face this one, because I don't know how we do our own draws here. In other continental affairs, the draws are televised live, and then we saw the process. But here, anyways, we just wish our team the best of luck, and I know, and I'm very sure that one of our teams will be able to go through to the group stage.
Yeah, I think looking at Rivers United, you see when there is a motivation, when there is a booster, you see the level of growth that it brings, and that's one thing we've been calling that all our federations and stakeholders should key into football and other sports. You see, remember the last time when Rivers United won the NPFL, and the governor came and said, okay, for winning this, if you're able to qualify for the group stage, this is what you get.
$5,000.
Yes, this is what you get. That's the motivation for the players. And you see how they are striving to get into that group stage and with all of them. Now look at what the Plateau United, look at that display yesterday. Even when they conceded the first goal, they never relented. They came and said, okay, no, we have to re-strategize and see this is what we'll get out of this game. And they came up, and before you know it, they got their 2 goals. So kudos to the 3 Nigerian teams that are representing Nigeria. We hope that as they go for their away matches, it will be all glorious and all winning ways as they have done in the home soil.
All right. Yesterday, talking about motivation, the executive governor of Plateau State, Right Honorable Simon Lalong, was actually at the stadium with the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport, and also the newest bride in football, talking about the NFF president. And yesterday was actually his official outing. I want to believe that sometimes this week their first board meeting will be taking place, because I actually saw all of them yesterday, fresh, Ahmed Fresh and co. We spoke with the governor of Plateau State on what he has to say about the performance of the team yesterday. Governor Simon Lalong, this is what he has to say.
Well, it's about the game. Personally, came to watch my team. and also to encourage my boys. And today you saw a display, and I'm very happy. My NLF president chairman is here with me. I think they celebrate NLF president chairman. That's why I'm very encouraged. We have a lot of plans. We can't reveal our plans now. We'll go back, review what we have done here, and then improve on it.
All right, that's actually the voice of the governor of Plateau State, who was very much around yesterday. In fact, he actually sat all through the game. And when it was halftime break, he went into the dressing room and he promised the guys 1 million for each goals that he scored. And so Plateau United actually walked away with 2 million naira yesterday from courtesy the governor. We also spoke with the NFF president, being his first official outing, and what he has to say about the performance of Plateau United. Listen to the voice of Ibrahim Gusau.
See, we are happy today. At least the three teams have won their matches. And as His Excellency has just said, we'll try and see what we can do to ensure that at least they have good preparation going for the second leg.
All right, now let me bring you to this because this is actually the funny part of his interview yesterday. We asked him categorically, NFF president, the minister has released an interim committee to run the affairs of the MPFL. What is your take on that? This is what he has to say, NFF president.
That one will come later. You hear from us later, please. Thank you very much. That one will come later. You hear from us later, please. Thank you very much.
All right, that's actually the voice of the NFF president. He kind.
Was he running when he tell you that that will come later? Because
he knew the question was going to come, and I actually did position to ask him very well. Coincidentally, another colleague who was there actually brought the question first. He was standing by me, and he was trying to take his leave, and I was like, NFF president, I think you should answer. He said, no, that would come later. That's why I am hinting that their first board meeting perhaps maybe tomorrow, since today is public holiday.
Well, yeah, yesterday when I actually saw himself, the NFF president, Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday, that I was hoping something good, productive at our MPFL will actually come on board after both of them sitting together for his first official outing. Well, like you said, they will talk later. Hopefully, let them talk later and give us a productive result. You know, now just like what I said. Our 3 representatives now won their first match, which is a very good one for us. I think the last time we did this kind of it's been long. I think
it doesn't happen. It actually does not happen in a long time. Where all the 3 Nigerian teams.
When I was still a small boy, those days when I was still a small boy, that was the last time all this kind of thing happened. So hopefully, hopefully if we, by the grace of God, are able to secure the win, I personally I wish the 3 teams actually make it to the group stage. Because for a long time now, we will not make it to the group stage. It was in the qualifying round that we actually get knocked out. So hopefully if we make it to the group stage, maybe that can actually spur their efforts in ensuring that the issue between the LMC and what have you will be resolved as soon as possible.
That will also show you how encouragement tends to spring people to do better. If you look at the Rivers United game, they equalized 2 minutes. Just 1 minute of seconds after going behind. So that shows you that these guys are motivated.
Even for Kwara United, their 3 goals came within the space of 12 minutes.
Yeah, so you could see that these guys are really actually living up to the billing because they have something at stake. They have what is motivating them. You know, when you have a leader who is motivating you, trying to encourage you to do things, definitely you do it. Not only in football, in every aspect. You have to also give your own part as a professional. You play your own part well. So we wish them all the best.
Like you talked about motivation, you know, even the Rivers United got the new team bus, AC fitted, and all of those things are, you know, their traveling packages and all of that is in top gear. You know, the governor ensures that they had a smooth flight to wherever venue they are going to play their games. You know, things like this, like you said, help teams in terms of motivation. So, you know, the governor also going to the dressing room, 1 goal. 1 million. You know, if I was in that dressing room, anywhere there's goal is, I would chase it too.
We cannot even care for Nigeria.
Seriously.
All right, let's quickly leave football and just come into cricket. It also did happen over the weekend, talking about the African Under-19 Division 2 qualifiers for cricket, and it actually went down. Saturday was the closing ceremony. Nigeria took on Kenya in the final. Unfortunately, it was a mixed result because we have qualified for Division 1, but again we couldn't seal it here, talking about the Division 2 encounter against Kenya. After the competition, the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Honorable Sunday Dare, was very much around also, and this was what he had to say about the performance of the lads.
I think in the last 2 years, we've seen the ascendancy of cricket as one of our main sports. Of course, a lot of credit goes to the president and the new board, but also you've seen how they've leveraged on partnership with the international, the ICC. Facilities are important, infrastructure are key to sports. What we have here is, after South Africa, I'm not sure if you understand the game of cricket, to have these two courts side by side. That's big. I see Nigeria climbing up very closely, closing up on South Africa, I guess. And what we've seen today, we've seen these young ones on the 19. The future is really bright for them. I am proud of them, even though I know we've qualified, we didn't win today, but we still won because we're still in the race. And when they show up again in March, we will beat Kenya.
All right, he said we will beat Kenya when they show up again in March. Those are the words of optimism from the minister. Again, we went on to ask him, cricket has not been on the spotlight for the National Sports Festival. What's happening considering the performance so far? This was what the minister had to say in reply to that question.
In fact, after the visit that we had about 10 days ago, and with what I've seen today, there's a clear justification to have cricket back on the blocks. So I will start that conversation with Delta State Governor and the Sports Commission. We'll meet and see what we can do. But I think that for the work they've done, for the efforts of these young athletes, and the place we are in the global map of cricket, we will bring it about.
Yes, words of very encouraging from the Uyapata this morning.
To look at the positives. Just remember that we were 6 down for about 20 runs. What was that we had a full batting lineup. Prosper Seni was there, then you had some people, this was just hard luck at the end of the day. And when you have hard luck, it's life. Cricket. So the ability of being a good sportsman or progressing in how you have those lessons. I mean, from what I've seen, I'm very hopeful that we'll qualify for the next. We have things in place to make sure that this team that you see, talented individuals, we are even going to come back stronger and better. So it's a good thing that you learned it at this time. So I think the coaching crew, and let me tell you for free, you'll probably see that before the next 2 weeks, we are getting Steve, who is an international test player from Kenya. He's coming in as a head coach. I've been communicating with him, and he's saying that, so he's just going to cross-check up and running.
All right, that's the voice of Uyapata, the president of the Nigerian Cricket Federation. Now let's go to the main stakeholders, talking about the players and the coaches. Let's first listen to the voice of the captain of the under-19 side, Abdul Karim Ridwan, on what he has to say about the performance of his colleagues.
But I'm not disappointed because we are already in Division 1 and we can come back strong. Because I have a trust in my guys because we can do it. I feel from this we have learned a lot. So going back home is just to prepare ourselves for Division 1. Actually, we lost early wickets. So from the middle, we try cover up, but we try our best, but it wasn't enough.
Oh yes, that's the voice of the captain. Now to the coach himself of the under-19 side. Remember, that's what we do to bring you the voices of the key stakeholders.
First of all, I would say I feel good for qualifying, but not very good for losing the final. See, the wickets, it's a low-scoring wicket, and that was why it resulted. The Kenyan team also scored good totals, but I feel we did not get our batting right today, and that was what resulted to the early fall of wickets, and at the end we lost the game. The major thing I would say is lessons were learned from this tournament, so we picked where we did wrong.
Captain Vichy Patel, who was very optimistic about Nigeria and also his colleague talking about the Kenyans.
Yeah, okay. We also thank for supporting us throughout the tournament also. A bit below the par, and we wanted slightly more to be above the par. Maybe 20-30 runs would be good. But then we were ready to defend. We fought our bowling attack, and we were ready for. We are looking towards to play the Division 1 qualifier, and we're looking to go hard. We have long months for training. Look to improve in our weak points, and we can go through.
That's actually how it went down over the weekend when Atoyebi said it was a long sporting weekend. And here we are, seems to now be giving football a run for its money. Talking about performance and also getting the better side of it all.
Yeah, really, I'm impressed with the performance of the Nigerian guys because this is a game that is not too popular, if you ask me, in Nigeria. But we are trying to see how we can create awareness on this game and make it a popular one for people to understand that we have it. You know, we said this over and over again on. We have talent for virtually everything, except if you don't try it. If you try it, you discover that you are good at it. If you look at the Kenyans, basically, I didn't see much Kenyans there. I'm seeing much more of Indians and Pakistanis there. True. You know, their household name when it comes to cricket, Pakistan, India, that especially India, that is what they are usually known for. So most of those guys are not even really Kenyans. So it's a good one for the Nigerian guys. They are qualified to continue to chase for the spot for the World Cup, where we already have other teams waiting for us. Tanzania, Uganda, and Namibia are already there waiting for us. So hopefully we will be able to get the slot for the World Cup. And I must say kudos to the Nigerian lads.
Yeah, kudos to the lads. And like the minister pointed out something, so I immediately he said